feel like I need to get away. Club Baron, that's where I wanna go again, where I can leave my cares behind. Take me to the river one more time. Take me to the river one more time. Club Baron, take me to the river one more time.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BVTV. Just starting off the over 60s men's and women's singles finals. We've had a couple of work experiences, kids here fiddling with a few of the effects on our mics. So apologies for that start. But this is the first end right here. My name's Tony Schill. Joining me in commentary is JT, Josh Thornton. Afternoon, JT.
Afternoon, Tone. The culmination of a big week, a great week, and we've got men's and ladies singles finals going on side by side, so we'll keep everybody informed of what's going on. And I probably sound like a broken record, but this should be a cracking match between Rob PRIDDLE from Highton and Ray JANSEN from Whittlesea.
Certainly will. The women's final. Robin Thomason, who has had an amazing run. She's been in 4 games today, so she's going to be well and truly tuckered by the end of the night. She's up against Anne McCarthy. Anne McCarthy coming out of Caulfield Park, Elmer, and Robin Thomason from Moama. Both matches being live scored. We'll show you much of the action as we can. Rob PRIDDLE using the yellow and green bowls. Ray JANSEN using the black speckled bowls. Rob PRIDDLE had a very good victory over Steve Shannon in the semi-final.
12-6 down. I think he was 3 or 4 down at the head. He trailed the jack for 3, nearly was 4, and it just went boom. It just kick-started his whole match.
He certainly did. And Ray JANSEN, who needs no introduction, particularly at over 60s level, he got over the top of a gallant Leon Vercule from Heathmont.
I don't think he needs any introduction at any level,
No,
let alone
this
60
is
and over.
Yeah, former Australian over 60s representative. And our marker today is Lee Wesley, ITO. He's been doing a terrific job all week.
You can't half tell Rob is Dan PRIDDLE's old man.
Yeah, they do look almost, well, it's no surprise that they look very similar, but you can certainly see a lot of Dan PRIDDLE in his father, Rob. Jules Dusting watching on Facebook saying, "Go Ray, the nicest man in bowls." He certainly is an absolute gentleman. Nice to have you joining us, Jules, and everybody who's watching on Facebook and YouTube. This is the man, Ray JANSEN. Got to come back. It's working its way.
Speed is good. Don't think I've got
It's going to be very close. Yeah, Ray JANSEN says he's got shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Confirmed. So a great start for fabulous Ray JANSEN. 1-0. First to 21 here. No dead ends. Everything's just respotted. And the winner will take home $2,000. And the title, probably more importantly,
I think
JT.
the title's still the best thing about that.
Yep.
It's very nice to be able to win a state title, as and evidenced by our one and only board member, Gussie McIsaac, winning the pairs this morning. He was quite emotional and pumped up, you know. So these things mean a lot to people.
Yep, they do. And they should. They work very hard. Play a lot of bowls to get yourself to the pointy end of a tournament like this. And they've done very well. Speaking of doing very well, Anne McCarthy 3-0 over Robin Thomason. Early days in the women's singles final.
Oh, I forgot to mention Gussie's new nickname, which is Divot McIsaac.
And dinner plate Dalton.
Yep.
It was a good final, good fun, good viewing here on BVTV. Of course, brought to you with the generous support of the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club. A shout out to everybody who's helped put this event on, right through from all the venues used in sectional play through to all the finals here at Club Barham. A lovely bowl here from Rob PRIDDLE. Sits the shot bowl.
Got a good little Highton crew sitting behind the rink there to the left, cheering him on.
He does quite a strong contingent out of Highton. Faye went through in Facebook saying Ray could be representing Australia in the over 60s this year. Phenomenal over 60 bowler, spot on. Of course, we just saw a victory to Robin Thomason and Chris Young. Chris Young picked to represent Australia in the over 60s this year.
You could see why he was picked based on the last game.
Well, he was in white-hot form, Chris Young.
That's as good as skipper's job I've seen in a mixed pairs 16 over match I've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and look, we're actually not that surprised anymore with what he can do because he just does it with regularity. But I think last year, JT, you wanted to win the singles and the pairs.
Yeah.
And this year,
He's
deep
got
run in the pairs as well with Warren Paris again.
Well, he's got all 3 titles now.
He does. Am I correct? I think he played Ray Jansen in the final of the singles. Or was that the
Last year?
semi-final?
No, I
Yeah,
reckon it was
the final.
Yeah, it was the final.
So Ray Jansen gets a chance to atone for last year's runner-up. And good morning to you, Andy Thompson, watching from Devon, the southwest coast of the UK via Facebook.
Whenever I see Andy join us, I keep thinking to myself, is it the Andy Thompson that once played
so
for
did I.
England?
I think for a while I probably thought it was.
Yeah. I don't think it is. I think he's clarified
No,
that
it is
for us
definitely
before.
correct. As clarified. Different Andy Thompson.
Had a little bit to do with the other Andy Thompson. He was a consultant for our
tactical
national
coach.
squad when we were doing the UK tour there a couple of years back.
Another good bowl from Rob PRIDDLE. Don't think it's changed too much. Still one, confirmed by Lee Wesley. Robin Thomason gets herself on the board in the rink next door, trailing 3-1. The weather's held up pretty well here this week, JT. It can get a little cool in the mornings and the evenings, but it's actually not too bad today, all things considered.
It's a cracking day.
Ray Jansen's just going to find a gap and not change anything. So Rob PRIDDLE has one bowl left to see if he can increase. Come down and have a look.
I was thinking he'd just have to play the same bowl, but just a fraction wider and beat Ray's wing bowl there. That's close to 4 o'clock and flop in for shot.
Yeah, can use that. It's nice to see JT, our charity partners, here as well.
Yes,
This
absolutely.
year at the over 60s, Bowl for Your Lives. Shane Hafner and Cam Ryan been up here all week.
He's been wanting me to have a game with him. We're never aligned, but he's just said to me he's had a little conversation with the club here today, so they might have a Bowls for Your Lives tournament here at Club Barham. So that might be my opportunity to have a game with him.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, I had the good fortune of playing with him at Sunbury a couple of weeks ago.
I feel sorry for him because I've seen you play bowls.
Well, that's awkward. We did have a good day, though.
No, you did. You did get in the prize. Well, in the placings, did you not? Is that right?
We
Second?
did. Yeah, second.
Somehow you got a 6 on the last end or whatever it was.
We got a 7 on the last end.
You needed 6 or whatever.
Needed
Yeah.
6, yeah. Anyway, part of the fun. I don't think that one's going to change too much, so that'll be one to Rob PRIDDLE. I am doing my darndest not to call him Dan PRIDDLE, but I reckon it'll probably happen at some stage today. One shot apiece, first to 21.
I'm sure Dan's at home watching.
Yes, he will be. Yeah, it was a ripper day out at Sunbury and raising not just some money, but some awareness, probably more importantly. Bowl for Your Lives as Bowls Victoria's charity partner, do a terrific job. A lot of the, what do we have? We had I think we had 24 rinks going. No, it wasn't quite. It was about 21 rinks because I don't think they're indoors quite going in full speed and pretty much full fours. It was a great opportunity. And while I mention that, last chances to get your entries in for the Australian indoors qualifying. There's a few spots left, a very small number at Moama in the men's side. But there's a few spots in the women's with some opportunities at various venues. Head to the Bowlsvic website and get your entry in for that one. And while you're at it, check out the VBL. Might be a chance of being a qualifier there, JT. We saw Moonee Valley qualify in year one. Last year was Lilydale. Great opportunity to win yourself some big dollars. $80,000 in prize money for the VBL, including a $30,000 first prize. One of the richer events going around. Good track here for Rob Priddle.
Just shy in the weight, Tone.
Yeah.
I reckon Ian McCarthy's got another 2 over there, Tone, so I reckon I'll take her lead to 5-1.
She started very well and taking nothing away from Anne. Robin Thomason is on game number 4 for the day at the end of a 7-day event, so it's going to be a tough ask.
Cracking bowl from there from Ray Jansen. They've looked to found their line pretty early. Not a lot of stray with the line, just now the weight.
Chance for Ray Jansen to put some pressure on, holding 2. Not getting around the front bowls, so still 2. Absolute God's country up here, JT. If you haven't played the over 60s and you're eligible, i.e. more than 60 years of age, get in early for next year.
Rob Priddle is close here. Tone. Oh, cuts it back to 1. Yeah, still 1 to Ray Jansen.
Nice clear answer to the question there from Lee Wesley, our ITO. No change with that one. Ray Jansen will pick up another single. 2-1, JT. Now, JT, there were just under 1,000, or just on 1,000 entries last year. How many do you reckon there were this year in the over 60s?
Knowing that I think it roughly went up 30%, that would mean if we'd get a 300 extra entries, would we not?
Spot on. Can't get past you and your mathematical genius. About 1,350 entries this year, 32% increase.
Well, as you know, I was looking at it the other day and comparing, I think it's a pretty good guide as to how well it's increased was the singles section in the men last year, because it's our biggest entered event. There were 69 sections of men's singles last year, and this year was 93. So that's even more than 30%.
So last year was the first year of this carnival style. I imagine there would have been a few people going, oh, I'll see how it goes. But the feedback was brilliant, and I think it'll be equally brilliant this year. So if you are thinking about coming, get in early for next year, book your accommodation. If you can bring a caravan up, that's not a bad way to go. There's a real good community of folk in mobile homes and caravans.
Guess what? We could probably still even do things better too, Tone, you know, to even improve it, you know, so...
We certainly can. There's a few improvements to the schedule, and I think there's every chance we'll have to add a day, just given the number. And the number of people that had to play 4 games in a day, which is probably not ideal, but they were the sorts of improvements we'll make. Great social atmosphere here for the over 60s up at Club Barham. No one's really found it this way, JT.
Not yet, no, you're right.
We saw this a couple of days ago in the women's pairs, quarter or semi-final with Jenny Keep and Faye Bowyer. They were finding it okay going the other way away from the clubhouse, but this way was a little tricky for them.
Anne McCarthy's just super trialled it on the rink next door. She was 1 down and now she's holding 2. As Ray comes in for shot there.
I like Red Curry's comment on Facebook. After watching that game of Chris Young, I don't feel as bad losing to him all the time in Pennant.
I even made the comment when I was saying I wouldn't mind having a game a year of Pennant with him. I reckon it'd be just good fun.
Yeah, it would be. It would be. But gee, can play. This one going to hang around enough?
Not
Just
quite, I
out.
don't think.
Afternoon to you, Gibbo.
Hope you're well, Gibbo.
Yeah, also watching on Facebook. Yeah, we're really pleased with the growth in entries. We certainly thought we'd have some growth given everybody talked so positively about it last year, but I don't think we really thought to be 30-odd%.
Ray's awfully close here. Just
Yeah,
got to
it's
drop
just a
in
touch
now.
quick.
Probably made sure of it if it wasn't already.
Yep.
And the dates next year, Tone, have we settled them yet?
They're not 100% confirmed, but it's lining up. I will just double check before I say. Yeah, I'm going to say it's 18 to 24 of May with the rider that it's not locked in. But it's
Giving yourself some wriggle room.
a little bit of wriggle room. But Peter Waters asking on YouTube what the dates are, so that's my answer, 18 to 24, and I think we'll have to go an extra day, which would make it 18 to 25. Again, a nice bowl from Rob Priddle, but not going to change the result. It'll be 1 to Ray JANSEN. He's picked up 3 of the 4 opening ends. He's just checking that second bowl. Little cheeky little map measure. He thinks it's close enough to put a tape on.
Yeah, McCarthy picked up another 2 last end, Tone, while they're measuring. And she's now 7-1 up over Robin Thomason.
It's been a great start. Was just the one here on the stream rink to Ray JANSEN, 3-1, first 21. If you just joined us, this is the over 60s here at Club Barham. Men's and women's singles finals being played concurrently. A stream here on BVTV brought to you by the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club.
Still haven't got a bad little crowd too. You can see that in the screen here, looking.
Yeah, it's often difficult at the last day of events and people have checked out of the hotels and gone home, but yeah, nice little crowd in. It's been a good crowd all day.
I'm sure all the
actually.
ones who are up here this week are watching now on Facebook and YouTube, you know. So.
Yeah, they would be. They wouldn't miss it. Ray JANSEN just a touch more. Higher percentage with his effective draw shots running at 67%. Rob Priddle about 47%. That one won't trouble the effective, just a touch shy. Yeah, Wunsch Wachowski also watching on Facebook, backing up the comments about Ray JANSEN being one of the nicest blokes on the green. We had some good comments about you too earlier, Wunsch. Said you played down in Bairnsdale with our friend Adam Easton.
Good tournament, that pairs tournament. Have played in it once before.
Well, I didn't know, but at this time of year, Tiftdorf Greens down there, they were still running at about 15.5 seconds.
Doesn't surprise me. Well, that's what Murray
Magnificent.
Downs were running the other day.
Yeah, but a very different climate from Bairnsdale to Murray
Fair call.
Downs.
Yeah.
Ray with almost a carbon copy of his first. A little bit disappointed with that one. Drops his effective percentage down to 59, so shows just how quickly the needle can move. Daniel Tudor's watching on YouTube, saying go Prids, bring it home to Geelong. Of course, Rob Priddle representing Highton Bowls Club, Geelong. Ray Jansen, part of the Whittlesea Eagles. Our two women's singles finalists, Anne McCarthy from Caulfield Park, Elmer, and Robin Thomason from the mighty Moama Bowling Club. It's good enough for shot. Two more to Anne McCarthy. Skipping away to 9-1. Nice clear responses there from Lee Wesley. Rob Priddle asking the distance, 14 inches. Afternoon to you, Warren Fair-Jones, watching from Collie in Western Australia. Noreen says she would have loved to have stayed but wanted to get home before dark.
Which makes total sense.
It does.
And McCarthy's now 9-1 tone.
Yeah, she's having a very good day. I've watched her a little bit over the last few days at various venues.
She played
Didn't miss too much
a lot of the
at all.
knockout matches at Murray Downs.
Yeah.
And so I saw it firsthand and she was spot on. Ray, he'd be looking to just beat his own. I feel like he's close to doing that. Pace is now the determinant. It's 2 to him at the moment.
Not a bad effort here from Rob Priddle.
He
It's
needs
just going to die a touch.
Couple feet.
Looks like this will be two more to Ray Jansen. Confirmed as 2, 5-1. Won 4 of the first 5 ends, Ray Jansen, with a lightning start. Adam Easton saying that Unch brought the rain with him. Well, nothing brings rain like a bowls event, that's for sure. We haven't had a little bit of rain up here on Friday, JT.
Yeah, we did cop a little bit.
Unusual. Some areas, like Denny, copped about 20 or 30 mil, didn't they? That had to come off for rain.
Along those lines, yeah. Whereas Murray Downs, God's country.
No
Hardly
rain up
any.
there.
Hardly
No.
any.
You are very lucky. Your club, Murray Downs, got beautiful greens, lovely climate. Little warm. Yeah, Wunsch, I can confirm Adam Easton was very complimentary of you. Said you were a ripper, both on and off the green. I'm sure you gentlemen would have had a lot of fun. So if you've just joined us, this is the O60 State Carnival. Ray Jansen leading Rob Priddle 5-1. The gold medal match of the men's singles. Women's singles on the rink next door. And McCarthy leading Robin Thomason 9-1. Don't think those matches will stay in the one-sided scorelines. We saw a few matches earlier today, JT, where one team gets out to a good lead or one player and then they get pegged back.
Yep. No, there's been some turnarounds, that's for sure, which is great to see from a viewing perspective. The only people who like blowout matches are the ones that are winning them.
Yeah, true. It's a good call. don't know if that's going to come back from there.
But it's good enough to count, though. Little room for both bowlers still. Haven't quite nailed it yet, I'd still say. Ray just been a little bit more consistent at this stage.
He's such a good player. Stops in time. It's going to be close. Certainly cut. Oh, well, I won't say certainly. I think it's cut one out. Ray Jansen got through with a real good match against David Wells in the quarterfinals earlier this morning. 21-17. And then had a rip of a match against Leon Vercule, also 21-17.
He got out at a bit of a lead, and then Leon sort of staged that fight back, and I thought for half a second he might have gone over the top, but not to be.
Yeah, Leon's been in real good form on these greens in particular. It must be close.
Afternoon, Brendan. Hope you're well.
These use you like. Rob Priddle, his last bowl gives a little clap as if to say he's set it a touch wide. And that's the result. One more to Ray Jansen, although Lee Wesley did say it was a measure, so we'll double check that it's not two. Rob Priddle, in making his way, JT through to the final. The quarterfinal this morning beat Mick O'Neill 21-12. And then got over the top of Stevie Shannon in a cracker of a match, 21-14. And a real close battle, the two of those. Stevie Shannon and Rob Priddle. Oh, lovely camera work, how's this? St Kilda coloured bowls for Ray Jansen. Big Saints fan.
Is he really?
Yeah, 100%. He'll be very interested in the game against the Gold Coast.
Oh, he beats that bowl. It's a matter of whether he beats this bowl now or not.
He beats that one.
It's two. Well, they're going back for a double check.
Definitely some movement on that bowl, so it's right on. And this one, no movement. That'll be good enough for two shots to Ray Jansen. 7-1. The women's final being played in the rink next door. The lead 9-2 to Anne McCarthy over Robin Thomason.
How's the head over there?
It is unbelievable. It's dinner plates Dalton style.
Oh, Robin, I know he's very stiff just watching that bowl
Yeah.
over there. She's played a good bowl and she's probably one down, maybe two still.
Just a reminder, women's vacancies at Colac, Coringal, Pakenham and Sunbury, all for the Australian Indoors qualifying here in Victoria. Head to the Bowlsvic website. Able to enter into that one. They do close this evening though, so you'll have to get in fast. In the men's, there are very limited spots left. Just Moama might have a couple of spots left. And JT, in the not too distant future, will be bringing you all the action from VBL 4. I would imagine you'll be playing again this year. The Barham Suns.
Yes, back in it. Yes, should be good. Just trying to find that one last player.
Me.
No, I get every... Maddie said it, sit next to me. Sammy said it next to me. Guess what? You're all not good enough and you're not getting in the side.
Well, that was a little dent to my confidence. I really thought I was good enough. No, I don't want to play with you anyway.
You got to commentate, mate.
Finish 7th.
Finish-
Back to action.
Finish 7th.
Ray JANSEN.
Where do we finish? We always just finished just out of the qualifying part, so we need to lift. There's no doubt about that.
That you do, but I'm sure you can, Ray JANSEN. Oh, wow. He's a bit stiff there. He's just edged the Rob Priddle bowl, but it's turned around on itself and gone back towards the jack as if magnetised.
Prime Mansbridge just joined us and said, Sammy's not that play. You're a spot on ball.
Correct. Everyone agrees there. Thank you for doing a spotting commentary with us yesterday too, Bull. Much
Yes.
appreciated.
He's very good at it, the ball.
Even with a couple of new markings on the forehead.
That's a good one, Toad.
Yeah, I'm full of good ones if you just let me loose. No change there from Ray JANSEN. Does Ray JANSEN have a nickname? I feel like he needs a nickname.
I've never heard a nickname, but that doesn't mean...
If anybody's aware of a nickname for Ray JANSEN, let us know. If not, I'm going to give him one. Can't have Razor.
I was going to say, what about Ray J?
Ray J? That sounds a little like Kim Kardashian, doesn't she?
Well, it's his, it's his initials, Ray J. You know, like his name and then I don't know.
I've just had a call of Ray Gun.
Well, he's a gun too, isn't he?
He was a gun.
Oh,
Rowdy, of course. I did know that, actually. Thank you, Sandy Rowe. Watching along on Facebook. Rowdy.
Everyone's telling us now.
Yeah.
Funny enough, I don't reckon I've ever heard it.
No, I have. It does, yeah. Does ring a bell now. Here we go. Changing hands.
He's awfully close
Get
to
off his own. Get underneath. Oh,
That's
well,
good enough. What a bowl.
there you go. Robbie Miller says the maestro. There you go. I like that one. That's generally the way it works. When one person's down, the other one's up.
And not a lot really going for Rob, because if he happens to get to the jack and squeeze it a bit, Ray's got 2 bowls directly behind it, 18 inches 2 feet. So if he could move it 3 or 4 inches, he'd be all right. But it's just a very hard shot.
Is that a fair effort? Or might even make it worse.
Well, maybe do it that way. That's a fair bowl.
It's a great effort. We'll get the result of this measure.
That's as good. I'd argue that's as good as you could have played that shot, actually.
Must be close. He's not giving up on it.
While we're waiting, Ian McCarthy's 10-2 up now.
So Lee Weasley's holding up the paddles, just for those playing at home, those red paddles and blue paddles, which matches the scoreboards here at the venue. So red for Ray JANSEN in this particular match, and the blue for Rob Priddle.
He normally holds it with his right hand, which means he thinks it's Rob Priddle's shot.
Ooh. Look at this for camera work. Oh,
And it is
100%.
great bowl, Rob Priddle.
Picks up his second score of the match. He now trails 7-2. First to 21, and McCarthy has reached double figures in the women's singles final, leading 10-2 over Robin Thomason.
You know, I did say that about a minute ago.
Mm.
I said that exact score.
Yeah,
So why are you repeating it?
just in case somebody went to get a coffee.
Right, you didn't realise I'd said it. That's the difference.
No, maybe not. I was too busy wondering whether or not I'd get into your Club Baron Sons team. And whether, if you did have me in there, would you have me in singles or just skipping the fours?
Mate, you couldn't even get the orange peeler job.
Do you have an orange peeler?
If we did, I said, you're not getting the gig. I reckon you'd eat all the oranges before you handed them out to us.
If you looked at me, you'd probably think that's fair.
Elaine Laurie's joining us from YouTube. Great Murray Downs member, Elaine.
Nice to have you watching. You're on BVTV, Elaine. Brought to you proudly by the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club.
And I hope Ian's feeling a little better too, Elaine.
Yes, me too. Lovely weight from Rob Priddle. Darren Yates is tuned in on YouTube as well, saying go Rowdy JANSEN.
That's about all he's good for, Unch.
That's what I do every time, which it's ridiculous.
Distinct tactical change here, Tone. A lot shorter length end. Matt right back.
Don't mind this one, JT. Get in for second shot.
Oh, they already had second shot.
Going well. I'm looking on the screen. That didn't look like it. Now, speaking of me driving you around whenever you need to get driven around, why do you bag my car every time you get in?
Because it's a Tesla, that's why.
Hey.
Not far away here too.
That's a goal. May have
He
even
could be
rocked himself
down.
out.
Ooh.
Oh, so it is in for second shot, JT.
Only if the ball fell out.
Mate, I'm ahead of my time. Just accept it. I haven't worked out what I'm good at yet, don't you? That's the problem. He's just a touch under here, Rob Priddle.
Oh, we do. We've already declared this on previous streams. You're the CEO, Chief Eating Officer.
I'm good at that. I'm not outstanding at it, but I'm good at it. Very good at it, actually. Here we go. Bit of track from Ray Jansen.
In the area
It's the
again.
belly, the jack.
In the area
He's just
again.
can't.
Oh.
Great effort. Rob Priddle's got two. He wants to get something in and around those three St Kilda coloured bowls at the back.
Oh, it's clearly two now, if not.
Yeah.
The only thing, though, is Ray might have to alter his line 2 inches, 3 inches, same weight, and he's trailed it for 4.
Yep. Yeah, McCarthy's just picked up 3 on the rink next door. 13-2 is her lead over Robin Thomason. Lee Wesley doing a great job of just dragging people out of the way. It's certainly wider, JT.
You sure?
Yep.
I don't think you're right.
It was wider.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't enough wide, but it was wider.
You saw Rob there do the old wipe the sweat off the forehead.
Yeah, don't blame him. That was close. Well, we see what this is. I'll address this comment. How was dinner last night, JT? Did he smash the mixed grill? He didn't. How he did, Bull, he had an outlaw Palmer. I think at one stage he thought he was a bushranger or something. Thank you, Pat Schramm, for your kind comments. I'm glad somebody gives me a
We
little
were
bit of
talking
love.
about Ned Kelly last night too, so it was kind of relatable.
We were, yes.
2 to Rob. It's now 7-4.
2 ends in a row, JT, on the comeback. If you've just joined us, this is the over 60 state championships, men's and women's singles matches being played currently. In the men's, it's Ray Jansen from the Whittlesea Eagles leading at 7-4 over Rob Priddle from Highton Bowls Club in Geelong.
I'm going to go back to Pat's comment for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really excellent at ordering entree? Because let's face it, you order the same thing no matter where we go.
Hey, when you're on a good thing, stick to it.
Right. Again, Rob's opting for that shorter length. Matt right back.
If you could show me entrees that beat cheesy garlic bread, arancini and calamari, I'll go he for Tiki.
I must admit, I do enjoy eating them.
Yeah, see, you're welcome. So Anne McCarthy from Caulfield Park Alma leading 13-2 over Robin Thomason in the women's singles final. Here the over 60s at Club Barron. Absolute heaven on earth up here, Club Barron. Shout out to all the staff and volunteers who've just done an awesome job all week. Not just here at Club Barron, but all the other clubs used. Denny RSL, Murray Downs, Cuna.
Cuna Golf.
How you say? Kahuna?
It's Kahuna.
Cuna.
No, it's not.
They told me there. It's Cuna.
I reckon they're giving you a bum steer.
No, they weren't.
Mate.
Kerrang hosted, Gunbower hosted, Pyramid Hill.
Mm-hmm. Swan Hill Racecourse.
Swan Hill Racecourse, yes. Really good week up here. Can't wait for next year. Back to action here. This is Rob Priddle. Having a bit of a tough time, but he has won the last 2 ends in a row. The Sardo chicken from Don's Kitchen. Tell you what, Don's Kitchen is pretty good.
We're going there tonight, aren't we?
We are booked in there tonight. They weren't quite sure what time we finish tonight, so we've got a late booking in Don's Kitchen. Very much looking forward to it.
You know the best thing about Don's Kitchen, and I bring it up every time I'm on commentary, is Swanee Wallage 2 years ago at the VVL. It's just the best story ever.
You know how you've got your little kangaroo that bounces across the sky? I think we need something for Swanee.
We should have a picture of Swanee, right? A head, like we'll get a photo ahead of him, and then have a Don's Kitchen like banner sitting below his neck.
Sounds good. Juggling like 18 plates of Chinese at once. Oh, he's a cracker. Rob Priddle asking this one to get inside it. I think it's going to do that. Ray Jansen just confirming with Lee Wesley.
I might have
still holding.
I might have a new little thing coming up after me vroom vroom comment yesterday.
Vroom vroom. With the old starter button on the jackets. This is not a bad track here too, JT.
Yeah, very good bolt.
Shot bolt. Oh, he doesn't want to move the jack too much. It's definitely one.
Yes.
Should be two. Effective draw shots for Ray Jansen now up around the 63% mark. Rob Priddle started to come back. He's moved into the 50s, 53%.
It's on the tighter side though, that one, Tone.
Yeah,
Unfortunately
this
for
one
him.
is not over yet.
Can you say, was it a sneaky rub?
Yeah. Not the way he designed it, but nonetheless.
You'll be happy
It
with a
happened.
second shot.
Yeah, absolutely. He was 2 down. And Ray Jansen still had 1 to come, so there's a bit of good fortune for Rob Priddle. It happens.
Ray's a bit on the pacey side here.
Yeah, I don't think anything's going to change too much, even with a little bit of help. That'll be 1 more to Ray Jansen. Stops the run of a couple in a row for Rob Priddle. 8-4 is the score in the first 21 match here.
Yeah, McCarthy's 14-2 up over Robin Thomason in the ladies' final next door. She's just been that fraction more consistent from what I'm watching from afar.
Yeah, she certainly has, and it may have nothing to do with it at all, but you've got to think Robin Thomason has already completed 3 matches.
I just reckon there's a comeback still there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, I just do.
Can't rule her out. She's a very, very good player. Already has the mixed pairs title under her belt for this year. Good start from Ray Jansen.
Very good bowl by Robin Thomason next door. Gets the jack out of bounds. The jack will respot, and she'll have 2 shots.
Yeah, well played, Robin Thomason. Also a nice one from Ray
Ray.
Jansen.
Yep. Rob just slides past on the high side. Yeah, very good bowl here from Rob. Ray. Jeez. What am I doing?
I don't know, it's getting late in the day for you. This is the problem when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or anything silly like you do.
I wasn't quite that early this morning. But I was walking down the street at about 10 to 7.
Aimlessly wandering around.
Not
on the way
aimlessly.
home
I
from the
knew,
pub.
no, I knew where I was going and what I was doing.
Priddle.
Rob just passes that time. I got the right name.
Yes, you did well. Well done. 50% chance and you got it.
Now, Ray's got to be trying to pass and count, I reckon. It's one of those shots.
Yep. Cover and count.
The weight's good enough to do it. Not going to count, though. But he has the backest.
Not a bad effort here from Rob Priddle. Wow, 3 down, nerves of steel.
Cut it back to 1, I reckon, based off that.
Yep,
Yep.
correct.
Very good bowl. Needed it too.
He did. Yeah, wouldn't want to drop to 3 there. Would have just sent Ray Jansen into double figures.
9-4. Game of 1st to 21. No time limit in the final.
A couple of blankets being used in the background.
And Ian McCarthy on the rink next door from Caulfield Park, Alma, leading 14-4 over Moama's Robin Thomason.
A little bit of bowls royalty in the background. Last year's mixed pairs winners, Net Tinning and Mick Swan. Nice to see them sticking around and supporting their fellow over 60s friends. Pretty good start here again for Ray Jansen.
Sandy's informed us Ray's been appointed head coach at Whittlesea.
Ah, nice. Good on him. Good on Whittlesea.
His experience. I was going to say I was lucky enough, but I wasn't really, and when I think about it, I was, to play him when I was about a 17-year-old kid. He taught me a lesson or two that day too.
Where was that? Can I ask?
At the Richmond Union Singles. I'd won
Oh,
my first
the
club
Masters.
singles, yep.
Yeah, right.
And
you were playing for Corowa
I was
in the day.
back in KRSL days, and my first round opponent at the Richmond Union Singles was none other than Ray Jansen. And
Easy game for you. Do you remember what you scored?
yeah, no. So he had me on toast and was in front, well in front all game. I did score a few late. I reckon I got back to 19, but it was never. I was never in the hunt, you know.
Were they complete knockout matches or?
Yeah, like
sections?
just bang, one game you're out if
And
you
what,
lose.
what do you reckon the score was?
25-19.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. You weren't disgraced.
No, but it was early, really. He was teaching me a lesson too. He might have even went easy on me, Tone.
That's what I was going to ask. If it had been 25-3 or something like that, I wondered if he just gave you a couple of charity shots.
No, I remember that. He was, the great thing is he sat down with me afterwards and we had a bit of a yak, and he was a real gentleman, you know, and that's when I first met him, and I thought, yep, you're a good bloke.
Yep, still is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice little toucher there, holding a couple on this end. Leads 9-4. If you've just joined us here on BVTV, welcome to the Over 60 State Championships men's singles final.
And from memory, he was a previous winner as well. Like he'd won the Richmond Union prior to that event.
It certainly wouldn't surprise me.
Couple to race so far this end. And just a fraction on the high and shorter side with that one. He doesn't like it. There's an intense measure going on next door on the ladies. We can see that in the corner of our screen there.
14-4 is the score currently, the way of Anne McCarthy.
Rob looks close here, Tone.
It does. It just falls away a touch. Might be a second shot.
Oh, still second shot,
Yep,
but
it
he's
is.
probably stiff not to get a better result.
Yeah. Umpire called for that close measure on the rink next door, JT. Just a reminder on those indoors qualifying, as we said, this bowl for Ray Jansen.
He doesn't want to flick. No, he got enough of it. I was going to say, if he
Yep.
flicked it and turned it sideways, he could have went down, but
Yeah, it could have gone 2 down.
got enough of it, and he still got shot.
In the men's, there are only a handful of spots left in the Moama tournament for qualifying for the Australian indoors here in Victoria. And it's the only venue that has vacancies. Brighton, Dandenong, Warrnambool, Chadstone, all completely full, as is Terrelgan. In the women's, there is a couple of spots left. So if you haven't yet entered the Australian indoor qualifying here in Victoria, you've got 5 opportunities left at Club Sunbury. You better get in fast for that one. And then some spots left at Coringal, Colac and Pakenham for the women's Australian indoors qualifying. Head to the Bolsvik website. They do close tonight, so get your entries in very, very quick.
Trying to work out what shot he's going to play here, Tone, because I would argue, based on the way the head's shaped, it doesn't look easy. He's lining up backhand, so he might be just trying to play the dead draw down there.
Yep.
And if he happens to be tight, he might be able to roll his own over into the head.
It's a reasonable effort. Just a touch too quick.
That was awfully close to the jack.
And
And
wait for
B
confirmation.
one.
Looks like one more the way of Ray Rowdy Jansen. Confirmed. First to double figures, 10-4. And McCarthy and Robin Thomason finally got a result of that measure. Robin Thomason has the mat. Yep. Got any signal on how many it was?
It was 1 to Robin Thomason, I believe.
Okay, so that'll be a 14-5 lead to Anne McCarthy. Scoreboard just a little slow to update here. It is 10-4. Lee Wesley, our marker of this singles final. On this track from Rob Priddle. All on the speed. Effective jaw shot. My effective draw shot. For Ray Jansen out to 70% now.
Can you speak or not?
Not a great deal.
Yeah, very good bowl from Ray. There's the one and only Sammy Rogers. I haven't seen him for ages. Or you know where I reckon he's been?
I know exactly where he's been. Been him watching the football.
I'm just trying to watch his body language to see what type of mood he's in.
No, he's happy. They're a mile in
Oh,
front.
are they?
Yeah. Might even see if we can get some work out of him today.
Great bowl, Rob PRIDDLE.
PRIDDLE, what a bowl.
Mike Watts has joined us before, but he's not. That's not normally where he joins us from, is it?
No,
I reckon
I
that's a new town.
I think that might be
Okay.
a little bit of a...
I want to have a crack here.
it's not a town, I reckon.
You don't reckon? You
No.
reckon he's just trying to wind us up?
No, I think he's just accidentally
No,
pushed the wrong button.
He's from Wales, and Wales have weird ass names.
Language?
I'm
Yes,
just,
they do.
I'm just saying. You know, mate.
Swear jar.
I'm to the point. Oh, that one's nearly got me stumped. I'm trying to get me words in my head and getting the tongue around it.
It's not going to happen, JT. You haven't come up with a new word or anything recently, or any big words?
Oh, there's still time.
You impressed me at state championships. You came up with a few.
I've actually come up with a couple of good ones the last 2 days. You just haven't been on with me.
Oh, well, I've missed out. What were they?
I can't even remember now.
No, it didn't happen then. Ray Jansen's just going to be a touch under here, and this one's not going to change. So Rob PRIDDLE.
You don't reckon it's a
only
real
one.
No. Well, then I won't try it then.
No, you waste all that time for nothing.
Mhm.
Rob PRIDDLE just asking which is second shot. Confirmed by Lee Wesley. It's the one sitting Jack High.
New Jack Eye. I reckon Ian McCarthy's got another 2 over there at the moment as we watch Rob's bowl come down the rink. Awfully close. Just on his speed now. He might have hung around.
Ray Jansen kicks out the shot bowl. Has a look for 2.
2 it is. 10-6. The crowd erupts.
As they should. Lovely pickup.
And yeah, so it was. I'm just trying to pick up what happened over there. They haven't updated the scoreboard yet. Neil's about to do it now. I thought it was 2 to Ian McCarthy, which means it's only 1 gone up at the moment. So it must have been 1. 15-5 in favour of Anne.
Eight ends to 4. Away of Ray Jansen over Rob PRIDDLE. Still only 4 shots the difference, but a very tight affair. Haven't seen any weighted shots at all, JT.
Not big ones anyway, have we?
No.
Couple little floaters.
Afternoon to you, Mickey West, who's watching on Facebook.
He was here this week.
He certainly was.
Got to catch up with him at Kahuna Golf in the mixed pairs.
Who did he play with in the mixed pairs? Do you remember?
The Prez.
The Prez.
Can he keep?
JFK. Good start to this end from Rob Priddle. Ray Jansen says, I'm having none of that.
Yes, nice correction from his first. See a bit of weight next door on the Moama McCarthy.
Oh, wow. Should get the jack out of bounds.
Well, either way, she's got shot. Because
It is out,
her
so
touch
she's got
half
3.
screwed up the line and it's
Yeah.
right near where the jack gets respotted to.
I think she's made 3.
Yeah, I think she has 2.
Robin Thompson
Rob,
still has 2 balls
Close
to
here.
come
Only has
next
to
door.
sort of get his own over a couple times.
Yeah,
Oh,
good
that's
enough.
good enough. Good bowling.
Ray Jansen wastes no time. Well, Mick West, if you'll be back next year, then I'll be back.
All right, Ray's having a little poke at this.
Just a touch high, so no change.
I like the weight though.
He won't lose his bowl, it'll stay up.
That's why I like his weight.
I thought you'd like that.
I think in singles, unless the head determines it's like a real fat one where you need to go hard, I think if you play weight with your third, you play it so that you give it a chance for it to come into play at the next. Most times. Not all the time, but most times.
Yeah, I like your thinking. I also like Anne McCarthy's bowling.
What's Robin doing? Oh, that's a good bowl too over there.
Yeah, she's cut the margin right back.
She could have even
McCarthy
got a
will-
shot potentially.
I think Anne McCarthy still got it. She'll pick up 1, I reckon, but either way, it was quite a number. I haven't noticed that, Vincent. That raised back foot, I'll watch that eagerly.
I think you'll find it'll be just over.
Yeah,
The-
on or over.
The angles don't give the right perception sometimes
Yeah.
with the TV. Rob Priddle's played another great bowl here. Oh, has he? Oh, Ray's flopped back in again. He's up.
All right, I'm going to watch this foot like a hawk.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah, I reckon it's fine. That was on a drive too, so
What a shot.
tell you what,
Yeah, it's a great bowl.
his other one's gone out of bounds. In my favour, he's made a couple.
That is a great bowl.
What a bowl. Nailed it clean as a whistle. Gets a little help from the jack. Heading straight onto the bowl of Rob Priddle. And backwards, it'll be a couple.
I don't think
Whale-
it's 3.
No, I don't think so.
They're having a look, but
Yeah,
calling
right.
umpire.
It actually might be JT.
We're going to tag out now, Tane.
Perfect.
Done our gig.
Looking forward to
Sayonara,
this.
everybody.
Who's coming in? That's what I want to know.
No, I'm not doing that, Josh. I'm doing something else. The A team is coming in. I can handle that. It's a 1 Troy Stafford and 1 Manitoba.
Well, perfect. Enjoy the rest of the call, gents. And while you're at it, if you can mention the Women's Country Carnival coming up here at Club Barham as we get the result of this measure. We'll leave that with you, Troy boy.
All right, just waiting for an umpire's measure here. 2 and a measure. Good time to give a shout out to our host club, Club Barham, who are going to be hosting the Women's Country Carnival coming up in September, I believe. 30, there we go. Perfect timing. 30th of September to the 2nd of October. Welcome to you too, Matty.
Thanks, Troy. Yeah, I was here last year for that. Helped Club Barham out. Did a great job.
It was a big hit from Ray there.
Yeah, great drive. First time we saw sort of real weight from Ray. Jeez, I've been watching a bit of Anne McCarthy next door. Troy.
Yep.
She's bowling very well.
The heads on that game
Oh.
have been super tight.
Yeah. On call, she draws another Matt Width bowl.
Yeah.
15-6 it is to Anne McCarthy. Women's singles final.
Great
Nice
start from Ray.
He's very robotic, isn't
Yeah.
he? Once he gets in his rhythm.
Used to be known as Maestro.
I have heard that.
There was Henselite brought a bowl out called Maestro, and a lot of people bought them and then found them a little hard to use. Apart from one Ray JANSEN, who was a Maestro with them, and hence why he became Maestro. Well done from Rob Priddle. Ray might turn his own up here. Well pointed again from Rob. Just needs to finish. Yeah, that's two. He's going to consider an attack here, I think, right? I think he's doing more than considering it. Yep, he's looking to get the
He's under,
bowls.
Troy.
He's under. I'd say maybe he's probably played it with less weight than he anticipated. It's probably the line he wanted.
Still hasn't lost his bowl though.
No. Rob should be looking to turn either of his own or just in past the jack and count.
He's trying for you, Troy.
I think Ray will go bigger. He's either contemplating...
Well, that
Like-
last bowl changes things
Yeah.
slightly.
No, he's elected for forehand draw. His
One-hand
line was,
legs.
yeah, line was good, but missing the weight. Pretty important for Rob to draw another one. He's got a free hit here. He can halve this margin if he draws this. Well pointed.
Yeah, he's got the weight. He has the weight. Oh, no, is he not?
Oh, I think it's in, Matty. I think it's in.
3, I think, from Ray. Signal. 2.
3. Halves the margin. 12-9. Darren Yates, to answer your question, VBL, the franchises know their venue, whether they're at Dandenong or whether they're up here. We haven't actually finalised the sections yet. We obviously don't know who all the teams are going to be yet, because we'll have a qualifier. So we haven't locked in a date as to when the draw will be out, but we have let all the franchises know which of the sectional play venues they'll be playing at.
We've also got qualifiers as well. Troy, is that right?
We do, yes. So 7th of July and one qualifier the week prior. 5th of July, sorry. The week prior at Dandy Club. They were unable to host on that scheduled date, so they're on a 28th, I think it is, of June.
Just remind me, so we have is it 2 spots up for grabs?
No,
from
just
the
the
qualifier?
one.
Just the one.
Just the one.
Who was our qualifier from last year? Was it the
Lilydale
Falcons?
Yep.
Yep.
So I'm sure they'll be keen to try and get in there again. Great correction from Rob Priddle. Little piece of the jack just running past. Ray just getting down, looking to beat this bowl. He's done that. That's 2. You just hear all the birds in the background now as the sun's setting. They're looking to settle down for the night, Matty? You looking to settle down for the night, or you got a big night ahead?
Wouldn't have thought so, Troy.
We're going to have a nice dinner at Don's Kitchen.
Are we?
Yes.
Beautiful. Heard good things about Don's Kitchen.
We've already been there once, and we had takeaway one night, and we took it out of the restaurant and sat in the bowls room.
I think that was my first night up here.
Yeah, it was a
Thursday.
late night, yeah.
Ray looking to hang on here.
Needs to get a bit of luck.
Well, gets it back bowl.
Gives him 3 seconds.
Yeah, he does too.
Rob will need to add another one. Big bowl here
Does
for
not
Ray.
add opportunity for Ray.
He's not a bloke that you want to play against when you got one bowl in the head.
I've always said he's very good at peeling bowls off.
He is.
With about a metre over.
Might get the jack. He's missed the bowl and he's missed the
both.
jack. Margin back to 2, 12-10.
They're resetting the scoreboards. We've lost
Well,
them for a moment.
Usually it's Sam doing something, but the only person I can see that was in the office was one Tony Sherwell. What's he done to malfunction the scoreboards? Surprised he hasn't turned all the lights out too. Oh, someone from the club is going in to fix the situation. Here
There
we
we
go.
go. A bit of a reset, I think.
I've got to re-log on. And McCarthy went for a drive and killed it. She's got shot on the tee with her drive that's in the ditch.
Robin Thomason?
Thomason.
Sorry. He's got one to come.
And still got a bowl left too,
Yeah.
mate. Good starter from Rob. About a foot directly past.
Yeah, great starter.
Ray might get to that bowl.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
touch on the
has.
jack. Who's got that one, Matty?
Ray. And McCarthy next door trying to make it 2.
Oh, she's right next to the jack. What a shot.
Just wonder whether the other one counts.
You can see that on the top left of screen there. I think the one in the ditch should count too.
Yep.
Score 16-9. That'd push it to 18-9 if it's 2.
1.
Oh, 1 was it?
That's what Robin's saying. Just 1.
1, so 17-9.
Lee's very precise with his measurements, isn't he?
He even goes into half inches.
Yeah, I heard that.
3.5,
earlier.
he said early in the game. I don't think he'd ever say 14.5. That'd be pretty precise, wouldn't it? 57 centimetres.
Good chance to thank our ITOs. Been up here all week.
Yeah, they sure have.
Can't have these tournaments without officials.
No, so Lee and Neil have been here the whole time. Johnny Roberts was here early in the week, and Rod Bates came for a few days. And then we've had some assistance from Lorraine Smith, who played in the event, who's helped, and then, of course, all the local umpires. Surely he gets shot out of this. Oh, got too much of that bowl. I thought he was going to get a feather and run through. A little bit stiff there. Not an easy shot here for Ray. He's going
Oh,
big.
he's having a run.
The back stuff.
Got
That onto the jack will work.
Oh, that back will work for 2.
Yeah. We think 2. We'll wait for
Yeah,
confirmation. Conceded 2.
They've agreed 2.
All right. 14-10.
Full drive's got Ray out of trouble a couple of times now.
Yes, it's a great weapon that he has.
5 minutes to go.
Yeah, so we just got the warning about the oath will be played in 5 minutes. So we will stop for that moment of silence just to prepare you at 6 o'clock. Reminder about Vic indoor singles. Entries close in 6 hours' time. And of course, Women's Country Carnival here at the beautiful Club Barham. Plenty going on, followed by our VBL as well. Great opener from Ray.
What's his first bowl effectiveness like? 71%.
Yeah. His overall effectiveness is 75, Matty, on the draw. 100% on the drive.
Yeah, it's been the difference. I guess in 2 key bowls are the big conversions.
Yeah.
Reply there from Rob.
Outstanding. Pretty close here too. Trail the jack would
Very
be
close.
nice.
Great ball,
That'll
Ray.
make 2. Stephen Wines watching from Kahuna and has had a great week up here at Barham. As of we.
Yep.
I like the way he played there. Gave that a chance. And McCarthy scoring again, 18-9. She's only 3 away from taking the title. That's another good
Great
shot from
balls.
Ray. Might see a little more weight from Rob. Picture of concentration. I think he's close, Matty. Oh, yeah. I thought that was good and it just hung. I agree with Rob. I thought he was better than that.
I wonder if Ray plays the same shot. Troy.
Cover.
Or even the jack through on the backhand.
Well, how many has he got? Did you see?
It's hard to say. I think he's definitely got 2.
Personally, I'd run.
Maybe 3.
I'd run for cover. I'd try and get just past the back bowls to make him play the right weight. Whereas as it stands, Rob can kill this and get 2.
Yep, well, he's going for cover.
Yeah. Perfect. He's got the spot.
2 and a measure.
He's dropped a little bit of weight, has he? Oh, similar weight. Oh, he's got the hole. Holes for bowls.
Right on time.
Minute silence, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Please stand for the RSLO. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. Lest we forget. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy your evening.
Always sort of expected a roar after the oath.
You've
We
been
just
to,
used of Anzac Day.
yeah, I was going to say, you've been to a few Anzac Day games, have you?
Yep, quite a few.
It's one I haven't done. I'd love to.
Oh,
I've done a few grand finals. I'd love to do an Anzac Day and a Dreamtime. So this is a measure for 3, isn't it?
Yep. Just chocked a raised bowl in case it falls. Surprised they haven't chocked Rob's.
Anne's holding game over there, Maddie. She's got 3 within
Last bowl from
a
Robin
banknote.
Thomason.
And
3 it is.
3 to Ray Jansen.
Now next door, Robin is
Holding game.
trying down game.
Sorry, Anne's holding game, and Anne has
won
just
it.
won our 2025 over 60s state champion, Anne McCarthy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, defeating a gallant
Yeah.
Robin Thomason, who was into her 4th game of the day. So to go with her gold medal in mixed pairs, she has a silver medal in women's singles. What a
Fantastic
great week
carnival.
she's had.
So Ray getting the 3 now, pushes in the 17-10 and the race to 21.
Ray can win it here too, Matty.
Yep, he's in the checkout lounge
At the Barham Airport.
at the Club Barham departure.
Rob Priddle might have something to say about that.
I'm sure he will. He's a fighter. Been down in a few of his matches to get here.
We've done pretty well. We got through 4 rounds of games, and we're nearly through all 4 rounds, and we're just past 6 o'clock. Touch on the jack here, he'd make 3. Needs it to hold. It's trying to. Oh, he just turned it in. He's just run into a bit of strife as well. Ray had enough weight with his
Yep.
third bowl.
Didn't have the line.
He's wider. Don't know if he's going to get back in time. One to Rob. One bowl to play. Got to take all his opportunities now. Drawing for two.
I
Like
think
the
he's
line.
no, I don't think he's going to get there.
Line
Try.
good. Wait, not so.
One.
One. 17-11. Final match of our over 60s carnival. We started last Monday with 2 days of mixed pairs, followed by 2 days of singles, then 2 days of men's and women's pairs, and then our finals day today. Big shout out to Murray River Council and Club Barham for all their support in this event. And of course to Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club for...
Yeah, our live stream partners.
Yep. Beautiful track again. Has it got the speed on this one? Not quite.
Got shot though.
Yeah.
At a foot.
Well, 13 inches, mate. Come on.
Where's the 14.5? How many inches in a foot?
12 of them.
Oh, is there?
Yep.
So I was close.
You were.
Well,
Great
this is
shot
close.
here. Managed to circumnavigate that bowl of rays.
12 inches.
This will be 10 inches. He didn't give a measurement. We know it's 10. We can tell from here.
Yeah, it looks like 10.
Yeah. Good track here from Ray again.
Yeah,
He's got to beat his own. Oh, it's just cutting away. Okay, well, that's turned his out, so it's got to be 1, maybe 2 now. Still a 1. Can he do the same again? He just has to miss that bowl of raise. It is sitting flat, so it is slightly
good
harder
line.
to turn
Good
up.
line.
Just needs it to stop. That's got to be in. Surely that's 2. Give us the call, Lee. It's got to be 2.
Have a look. 1.
1. Oh, he's a putty pooper. Even Rob's not happy with him there. I like the weight of raise last. Gives it a chance. Turn his own. Confident draw. If he'd been super inventive, he could have tried to drive the 3 of those out. But
Yeah, I was thinking that.
he got his own. Is he going to get it far enough? Must be close. Uh, 1 to 8. Rob telling him to bugger off. Let me have 1. Too miserable for that.
All right, 18-11.
No one's picked up a 4 in this match. They both only have 1 3 each.
Ray's just increased his short bowls a little bit. Maybe the green's slowing down a little bit. Try.
Could be. A yard. Oh, well, you're just giving the hand signal on that one. Is that a part of it? Running into his own. I'm going to call it. Ray will be holding game after this bowl.
It's a big limb you got out on.
Yeah,
there, Troy.
massive. Yeah, it was that big. I broke the twig that I was climbing on.
Well, you're right.
There we go. He's holding game. Does that force the change? Beat the last bowl. You get second. No, he's electing to stay. He's obviously liking that side of the green.
Yeah, he's played most of his bowls that side.
It's got
This
more
looks
weight.
a bit hot.
Yeah, it does.
My prediction after this bowl is holding game.
Game +1. Does he draw a 4th?
Yes.
Yeah. Give him.
But does he?
The thing I think if he draws a 4th is, give him less room to cut it down.
Yep.
Rob's only got 1 bowl at the back, and it's not really set up for him to go quick anyway. So if he can draw another, and it really puts the pressure on for him to, the moment he's got a reasonable shot to get second.
That's a good ball for Ray.
This is to stay in the match. Needs to cut 2 of these counters out, at least.
Just deciding what hand to play.
This is where I would have liked to have seen him play backhand with his third one, because it would have given him a sighter for his last. Now he's thinking, I like the look of the backhand, but I haven't played there.
Yep. Good experience to go down and have a look. Earlier game I marked, he was 4 down and drew absolute shot.
Was it down game or just during,
No,
during
just
the
in
game?
the game.
Yep.
Let's see what he plays. Forehand, I think, Troy.
Yeah. That's where he knows the line.
He's played 3 that way.
Yeah, and he's got his line bang on every time.
Yep.
Just comes down to weight. Okay, it's on its way.
Does it look hot again?
It does. It looks wide too.
That's game to Ray JANSEN.
So Ray JANSEN is our other singles winner, the 2025 over 60s state champion in the singles, winning 21-11.
Congratulations to our runner-up, Rob PRIDDLE from Highton.
Very gallant in defeat, and I saw a lot of Rob throughout the week, particularly in the singles. I was out at his venue, and his camaraderie and his joviality was fantastic. So well done, Rob. Apart from the fact that he was
leave hanging there.
He did. He's gone straight to his supporters, but huge congratulations, Ray JANSEN, winning the singles. What a big week it's been.
Yeah, it has, Troy. Congratulations to you and Sammy. Done a lot of that work behind the scenes. Obviously, other staff members, Tony Sherwell, JT.
Yeah, Mal Allen's been up here as well. And then, of course, all our ITOs, all our host clubs, all our volunteers, Club Barham, Murray River Council, and, of course, Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club. Thank you to you all. Thank you, Josh, for your 2 days on the cameras. And all our commentators, to you, Maddie, all our guests. Thank you very much. We are signing out. That is the 2025 over 60s state championships wrapped up.
Thank you.
I feel like I need to get away. Club Barham, that's where I want to go again. Where I can leave my cares behind. Take me to the